Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. You know, when most of us think of welding, we picture the old school backbone of manufacturing. But right now, this sector is going through a hyper-accelerated high-tech transformation. We're going to look at how the industry is completely shedding its past limitations and emerging as a major tech powerhouse for the future. Let's dive in.
Get a load of this number. By 2029, the U.S. is going to need a staggering 320,500 new welding professionals. To put that into perspective, that is 80,000 jobs needing to be filled every single year. We're basically looking at the foundation of a massive economic boom here, and it's being driven by things like infrastructure, renewables, and advanced manufacturing. So this isn't just a blip on the radar. It is a profound surge in demand.
Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to hit the welding jobs boom, the rise of the machines, the green welding revolution, and finally, upskilling the workforce.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the welding jobs boom, where massive demand meets new opportunities.
So when I say welder, you probably picture something like this, right? The gritty shop floor, sparks flying everywhere, a very isolated manual reality that defined the trade for decades. But honestly, that mental model requires a massive update because the modern work environment has evolved entirely.
Today, a career in this field means incredible options and opportunity. We're talking about highly specialized technical roles. Things like robotic welding technicians who program automated cells, underwater welders maintaining offshore wind farms, or experts working on nuclear infrastructure. It's a field that actively recruits engineers, metallurgists, and tech-savvy problem solvers.
Let's look at Washington State as a perfect microcosm of this. The demand there is growing 3 times the national average. They need over 910 new pros a year, yet the current programs only output about half that. And why should this matter to you? Well, with average starting salaries hovering over $61,000, this is a highly lucrative bottleneck in our economy right now.
Moving right along to Section 2, Rise of the Machines, covering AI and automation on the shop floor.
The technology rolling out right now is just absolutely staggering. Consider the concept of digital twins. The company Pemamac brilliantly describes this as commissioning before the crane arrives. Basically, before a single piece of heavy machinery hits the factory floor, engineers can map out robot trajectories and fix logic errors in a totally virtual space. This saves manufacturers massive amounts of time, money, and on-site risks.
And the machines themselves are getting way smarter. The industry is rapidly shifting away from those old, isolated single-task robot cells. The future is AI-driven, connected learning systems. We're seeing adaptive welding that actually uses machine learning and sensors to adjust parameters in real time. If a part is slightly off, the AI corrects the weld on the fly. This drastically reduces scrap and expensive rework. It's really about machines and people working together, rather than machines just replacing people.
Even the physical techniques are evolving. Take laser arc hybrid welding, which is moving fast into heavy fabrication like shipbuilding. By combining the deep penetration of a laser with the fill of a traditional arc, parts are coming off the line incredibly fast, with almost zero post-weld correction needed. It's a real game changer.
Okay, on to Section 3, the green welding revolution, and how they're cutting the carbon footprint.
Historically, this line of work relied heavily on loud, emissions-heavy diesel generators. But look at the rapid shift we're seeing now. Companies are ditching those generators for smart, portable battery solutions that give them remote mobility without the toxic emissions. They're integrating solar-powered systems and using inverter-based machines that intelligently adjust their power draw based on real-time demand, so they literally waste zero energy.
But it's not just electricity. Heavy machinery needs a ton of water for cooling. So to conserve resources, facilities are implementing these brilliant closed-loop systems that reuse the exact same water multiple times a day. They're pairing that up with rainwater harvesting and advanced low-water plasma cutting technologies.
And this green revolution extends far beyond the shop floor, right down into the supply chain. AI is stepping in to calculate the most efficient delivery routes, cutting unnecessary travel. Meanwhile, suppliers are rethinking how they ship, using compact packing methods and shifting to lightweight, biodegradable packaging materials. Every single step of the process is being engineered to shrink that carbon footprint.
Which brings us to our final stop, Section 4, Upskilling the workforce. How do we train the next generation of problem solvers?
The answer really lies in systemic reform. Look at the open-source Mac project back in Washington State. Going from a simple concept hatched in April 2024 to official frameworks in 2025 and a full statewide dual credit pilot slated for 2026,
In the education sector, that is light speed. They are literally sprinting to meet industry demand.
Meanwhile, the pros already out in the field have to keep their skills sharp. Major industry events are stepping up to the plate, like the massive Welding Summit happening in August 2026 down in Texas. This isn't just a casual networking event, we're talking intense training. With 13 technical sessions, professionals are diving deep into complex code compliance, like AWS, ASME, and API standards, while getting hands-on with the AI and automation frameworks that are now totally standard on job sites.
There's a quote here from William F. Newell Jr. that hits the nail right on the head. Welding competency today goes far beyond technique. It requires a working command of multiple code frameworks. You see, you can't just be good with your hands anymore. Modern trades demand a really high level of technical intellect, regulatory knowledge, and digital fluency to ensure our infrastructure is built safely. So, are you ready to rethink your view of the modern trades? Knowing that this entire field is now driven by AI, green energy initiatives, and six-figure demands, it completely reshapes the future of hands-on manufacturing, doesn't it? The modern professional here is a technologist, an environmental steward, and a critical architect of our world. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I hope you keep exploring the fascinating evolution of our modern industries.